everyone, this is Arcane 12, and today I'm not doing a nerdcore reaction for this video. This is a reaction to Arcane Season 2's teaser that just dropped 2 hours ago. Someone alerted me to this, and I also know that over on Twitter, they specifically said that this is the final season for Arcane. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to be the final season for all League of Legends shows. This probably is just the final season for the Piltover arc. Now, could they make other potential shows? I certainly hope so. There are a lot of areas in League of Legends that I would love to see explored in this exact same style. It's not just about Caitlyn, Jinx, and Vi and, you know, all the other characters that revolve around them. I genuinely would love to see a variety of different areas because, you know, you've got the Void and you've got all these other, like, things for League of Legends that they could easily make shows just like Arcane about. And so just because this is the last season of Arcane doesn't mean it's the last season of League of Legends shows. That's my hope anyway. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because I will be pausing and I will be talking about it. I suspect a lot of nerdcore artists are going to end up exploding when this show comes out in November, I think. Based on how, like, on fire the nerdcore scene was when the first season dropped, I am expecting this to be, like, a brand new resurgence of some of nerdcore's best songs coming out when Season 2 drops. So, let's check this out. Let's see what they've got cooking for us, because I'm just excited for the future, not just for the show, not just for potential spin-offs, but for the nerdcore scene as well.
Your council is dead.
You walk along the edge of danger.
Wrath must be met with wrath. You will have justice.
Okay, I already saw Vi in the uniform. And obviously in League of Legends, she is a cop for Piltover in the main canon story. So actually, I think they changed the story so that way Arcane is the new canon story for Vi and Jinx and Caitlyn and, you know, Jason, maybe Victor. I don't know. It's my hope that. Speaking of Victor, it's my hope that we start seeing Mechanist Victor start appear. Because obviously, as of the end of Season 1, he has already, like, mutated himself and with the Hex Core. And we saw his mechanical arm, his Hex Tech arm. And we know that he's dying. So I'm hoping that we start seeing more mechanical Victor in Season 2. Because this is going to be the last. If this is the last season, this is going to be the only time we're going to see it.
I will lead a strike team into Zorn with 3 objectives. Locate Jinx. Dismantle Shimmer. And neutralize any...
Hold on. Was that the, I forget what her name is, the chick with the cyborg arm?
Dismantle Shimmer.
It was, okay. I guess she didn't die. For some reason, my brain was telling me that she got beaten to a pulp and died in Season 1, but I guess not.
And neutralize any agents still loyal to Silco.
My sister is gone.
Oh, I was waiting for that. Okay. I'm blanking on the werewolf's name right now, but I was waiting for him to come. Especially if the teases in the game actually connect to the lore of Arcane with who he is. I'm not going to spoil it. If you don't know, then I'm not going to spoil it. But I know some things in the game, and I'm hoping that that's what they're going for here.
This has to end.
Jinx!
Finally got the name right. Sister.
Okay, so there's a lot there, and there's not a lot there, and it's kind of frustrating. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about this. I am very sad that Arcane is coming to an end. I am very sad that Arcane is not going to be continuing past this, because this has been one of the best animated series ever. And I know that Netflix has been like scaling back on some of its animation studios, and that may or may not be the reason why we're not getting a season 3 after this. But this was at this time, at the time of its release, this and Nimona were like two of the hottest, biggest name things on Netflix for their animation studios. And it sucks that it's not going to continue, which is the reason why I'm hoping that this is just going to lead into spin-offs, because there are a number of different spin-offs that they could easily touch on. It's more than just Piltover. Like, League of Legends has, like, I think, like, how many? 6 or 7 different named places that they could easily make things on. And so, like, just because we're not going to focus on Piltover anymore doesn't mean that we can't focus on something else. Because, like I said, especially when it comes to things like The Void, I definitely want to see stuff like that come out. Because there's a lot of interesting characters. A lot of the characters I used to play when I was playing League of Legends were Void characters. So, yeah, and then also characters like Shyvana and such like that. Like, there's so much lore that they could explore with a continuation, like a spin-off or a sequel series, if not just sequel seasons. So it's my hope that this is not going to be the end of the League of Legends shows. Because arguably, like, the lore of League of Legends is fantastic. The game itself may be a hot mess, with an incredibly toxic community if you play at the wrong times. But the lore is so rich, and this show has done a fantastic job of bringing that lore to life. And so there's more lore to tell. So fingers crossed that this actually works for Netflix and that we can get more of this. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for joining me. I am Arcane12, and I will see you in the next video.